Over 1 year ago, I started watching self-improvement videos from this guy called Hamza, and I really connected with the message that he put out. And I started to go down the Hamza rabbit hole, just video after video after video, and I started to feel inspired from them. And a few months in, I saw major improvements in my life. I had started meditating, journaling, and I just felt like my mindset towards life was greatly improved. And from that point I started getting thoughts on becoming a YouTuber just like him, and to be working really hard to my goals that I would set. But those were just thoughts. For so long I just thought about making YouTube videos. I never actually sat down to focus and to actually work on a YouTube video. You know, the occasional motivation would strike me and maybe I would write half a script or something. However, I would never ever actually sit down and focus on writing a real script or recording a video even. Instead, I would just watch other self-improvement videos and just watch Hamza and feel like I was more productive. And, you know, sometimes even while watching I would get so motivated and I would try to write a script like at the same time that I was watching the video, and it really becomes impossible to just focus on writing then. And you know, I felt like I was super productive and I got a lot of things done. Like being super focused and working really hard as I thought I was doing really well would lead to me maybe getting one script in 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Now I can get one script done in 1 hour. How, you may ask? Well, from just having complete and utter focus on the task at hand. My brother is a video editor, and when he used to live back home, sometimes I would maybe disrupt him on his work, and he would always say, "Oh, I had such a good flow." Back then I didn't really understand this flow, like, whoa, what do you mean flow? I had good flow. But recently I learned about a concept of entering a flow state through having complete and utter focus on the work task at hand. And let me tell you, that is probably the single best thing that you can do for your productivity. Since learning about it, I have been able to actually focus and put out a lot more work. You know, now I can solely focus on writing scripts and not watch Hamza videos at the same time. I am now able to record multiple videos in one sitting. Like, this is the second video that I'm recording today. From learning more about this flow state and how I can enter one, I just feel a lot better mentally because it keeps me from procrastinating on my work. And to prove this, you can go onto my YouTube channel and watch when my latest videos were recorded. The first couple of videos was recorded with probably 1 month gap between them. Now they're a couple of days to maybe a week. They are uploaded within a shorter time frame because I'm able to like truly focus and put out a lot more work. So this flow state, like how can we actually enter a flow state where we have absolute focus on the task at hand with no other distracting thoughts in our brain, just complete focus on the task? And it's actually quite simple. First we need to identify our task, whether it could be studies, editing a video, writing a YouTube script, recording a video, you know, whatever task it is for you. Like, identify the task, and just the things that I said are just a few of them. It could be really anything. I'm gonna go with an example here. So say the task is writing a YouTube script. Personally, I always have the titles ready for the script that I'm about to write, and then I just simply begin to write about it. And every single time that I start writing, there are thoughts that pop up in my brain like, oh, I wonder what I'm gonna do next. What am I gonna eat to lunch today? When am I going to work out? Like, just random thoughts that just pop up in my brain, trying to distract me from the work. And this is important because those thoughts will always come to you, but it is your duty to not indulge in them, to suppress them, and to always refocus back on the task. Like, literally just focus back on the exact thing that you were doing. Like, if you're writing a script, focus on the last letter that you wrote. Like, just look at it, focus on it. Right now when I'm recording and there maybe comes up thoughts in my brain, I just focus on like the camera lens and I focus on looking into it a little bit extra. If you can do that, then you will be able to regain focus. And one thing that I find is that when there becomes a harder part in your task, say you feel like you get stuck in your studies, that is the most dangerous point, because that is when you get random thoughts that you really want to indulge in. Maybe you have your phone next to you and someone messages you and you think like, oh, this is too difficult, I'm gonna do it later, I think. Like, when you get a harder part and you just feel stuck, then that is when it's really dangerous to lose focus, because you might feel like indulging that thought or picking up your phone or doing something else, going to speak to someone, hopping on Discord, playing a League of Legends game, whatever. But this is the most important part, because when that hard part comes, that is exactly when you need to focus extra hard, because if you can get past those thoughts, that is when you will be able to enter a flow state, where you've been able to suppress those thoughts, and then you're left with no thoughts in your brain. Then you will find that you're just ditching out a lot more work, putting in a lot more words, and just getting a lot more things done. Like, as I wrote this exact script, I got to the hard part, and I kind of fell victim of this myself. I thought that doing something else would be more productive, but I is completely wrong. However, a while later I got back to it, and that time when the hard part came, I focused back on writing, and then I was able to enter the flow state. 1 hour had passed and I had gotten a lot of work done. I had written the entire script for the video. So I'm telling you, when this hard part comes, that is when it is most crucial to not quit or not try to convince yourself that doing something else is more important. Imagine this while trying to write a YouTube script. Like, you have your phone next to you without do not disturb. Imagine if you tried to get work done whilst replying to every message that you got. You would get absolutely 0 things done. And one fun thing is that studies actually show that you lose more focus from having your phone next to you and replying to a message than literally being high, being on weed. So to summarize real quick how to get into a flow state. You keep all distractions away from you. No phone, no food, no nothing except for the task at hand. You begin to work on it, and as you begin, there will be something that feels a lot harder. You will feel like you get stuck on your task, and that is when it's most crucial to not distract yourself. Don't go scrolling on social media, don't play a League of Legends game, don't go YouTube or just some random Hamza video. Instead, you focus even harder on the thing that you're doing. If you can master this technique by harnessing your attention and focus, by putting it in the direction of where you want it to go, you will begin to see significant more progress towards your goals. And you will also feel happier and prouder that you actually have gotten a lot of work done, and that you get closer and closer towards your goals whilst doing what you enjoy. If there is something that will get you to your goals, I truly believe that entering a flow state is one of the best things that you can do. Take care and see you soon.